Hi there, I'm Allie Beaver, 5th generation family employee at Beaver Gravel. If you're watching this video, you are one of our top valued customers. I first want to start out by thanking you for your years of commitment and service to our company and our family. Because of you, we can continue to do what myself, my father, family members, and our ancestors love to do, serve this community. We envisioned having this conversation face-to-face, but with the COVID-19 pandemic in full effect, we decided to take this virtual for the safety of you, your families, employees, as well as our own. We invite you to pause the video to read the letter within the green lunch pail from our very own Chris Beaver. We will take you through the remainder of the lunch pail momentarily, so sit back, relax, and remember how awesome you are.
Hey there, I am Chris Beaver, President and 4th generation family employee at Beaver Gravel. As a longtime customer of ours, we wanted to show you our appreciation for your commitment to us, your community, and your customers. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Beaver Gravel started out as a father and son business, maintaining gravel roads for the Hamilton County in the late 1940s. During this time, Forrest and Marion Beaver would dry bank sand, gravel from the pit, and then load it onto horse-drawn wagons to spread onto the gravel roads. They did this together for 2 years before starting F. Beaver & Sons Sand and Gravel Pit in 1949. In 1959, Forrest's daughter, Frances, and her husband, Charlie, purchased the gravel pit and began to look to the future. Their first order of business would be to purchase a sand gravel dredge that would take place of the Sireman system, which immediately sped up the production. At this time, Marion and his 2 sons, Dick and Alan, created Marial Ready Mix, which comes from Marion Richard Allen. In 1970, Frances sold the company to Alan and Gary Beaver and their business partner, Bernie Shank, thus creating Beaver Gravel Corporation. With nationally recognized customers like Right Mix, Marial, Beaver Gravel Corporation was able to expand into their process further to increase the company's footprint into ever-changing industry. In 2012, after nearly 30 years in the field, I bought the shares of Alan and Gary Beaver, while Bernie Shank brought his grandchildren, Rob and Johnny, on board to help continue his family-operated business. Sean Beaver has been a part of many facets of the company since the mid-80s, such as operations, safety, and sales. Jeff Beaver joined the company in 2014, working in operations, and now the manager of Haul Right Trucking. Adam Knapp joined the team in 2003 and worked his way through the company to become the operations manager. Allie Beaver joined after graduating from Butler University in 2019 with a PR and advertising degree, working in marketing and administration. Beaver Gravel Corporation continues to meet and exceed demands of the industry through the innovations, technology to keep serving the customers for generations to come. When the Beaver family began this business in 1949, we relied on a single, simple idea to help our company grow. Do right by the customers and they will do right by you. Today, that focus may be the only aspect of our business that remains unchanged.
In conversation about our values as a company and the service we owe to our customers, we had an employee share an impactful story about his grandfather who worked at Navistar for 45 years. The employee continued by reminiscing that each summer day that he went to his grandparents' house, he would know if his grandfather was home if the same metal lunch pail and thermos carried by the grandfather to work each day was on the kitchen counter. He shared with us that his grandfather focused every day on consistency and strove each day to be better than the last. When surfing the web, it was very apparent that these lunch pails and thermoses had the same impact on the many working people across the country. We wanted to share these lunch pails, thermoses, and story with our customers to show our gratification towards the working men and women. And so you too can pass your hard work and values through generations. In our throwaway society, the one constant that remains is quality, whether that be in services or products. Quality will stand the test of time. Continuing to stand by the idea that if we do right by our customers, they will do right by us, we put our minds together to create a series of videos to help our customers better understand how the processes are taken here at Beaver Materials. As well, we have created an interactive website in hopes to save our customers time. There are 3 main processes taken here at Beaver Materials: the aggregate process, solid landfill process, and more recently, the recycling concrete process. We will now play the series of videos so you can get a first-hand look at what a day in the operations looks like at Beaver Materials. Hi, my name's Allie Beaver, daughter of owner Chris Beaver, and I'm a 5th-generation family employee at Beaver Materials. When I first started at Beaver, I only knew the end result, but I didn't fully understand how we got there. 3 main processes are taken here at Beaver Materials: the aggregate process, dump process, and the crushing process. We would like to take some time to show you the processes taken by Beaver Materials to produce high-quality aggregate. Processing aggregates for over 70 years with the wisdom of 5 generations has led us to become a staple in the aggregates industry.
Hi, my name is Brock Bolden, 5th-generation family employee, and this is an introduction to our aggregate process. It all begins 40 to 60 feet underground. The dragline crane will drag the bucket on top of the hard pan, gathering all the raw material to bring to the surface. Then our crane operator will dump these materials into a pile. Our excavator will load the 40-ton haul truck with raw material. Once the haul truck dumps the raw material on site, the Kawasaki loaders scoop the raw material and feed the plant. The loader will dump the raw material into the grizzly. The grizzly separates the large rocks from the rest of the material and sends the material onto the shaker. The shaker has screens with holes about 4 inches in diameter. At this point, the aggregate will take one of 2 routes. The first route is for the larger material, and the second route is for the smaller material. They will all join back together later in the process to reach the final destination. The first route is for the larger material. As the surface screen shakes, the larger rocks roll off onto another belt, which moves to the jaw crusher. After the jaw crusher, the smaller aggregates are taken to a hopper, which funnels into a cone crusher. A cone crusher is a thick metal cone that rotates inside the larger metal cone that grinds up all the bigger rock into sizes of our preference. These rocks will head to the belt in the tunnel. The second route is for the smaller material. The smaller material that passed through the shaker goes straight to the stacker and through the tunnel, where it will be mixed in with the rocks that went straight through the crusher. At this point, all the material is reunited on one belt. The dry process is now complete. Next, water is added to help wash and separate smaller sand-like material and smaller rock-like material from each other. The smaller rock, pea gravel, and the larger rock, L gravel, are separated and put onto belts that divide different types of rocks into their organized mounds. Lastly, the classifier separates the fine aggregates into 2 products, mason sand and 23 sand. At this point, the aggregate process is complete. All the products are cleaned and separated and ready to hit the market.
Our solid landfill process aids our initiative to return the land to its natural habitat. Hi, my name's Allie Beaver, daughter of owner Chris Beaver, and I'm a 5th-generation family employee at Beaver Materials. Our dump is located in Noblesville, Indiana, and is convenient to get rid of your unwanted byproduct. At the Noblesville location, we take in natural construction debris from outside locations. This could include, but is not limited to, basement dirt, broken up concrete, construction dirt removal, vac trucks, and anything else that meets the requirements of a solid landfill waste, which can be found on our website. When your truck arrives at Beaver Materials, you are greeted at the ticket window where you will receive a ticket, as well as instructions on where to dump. Once at the instructed dump area, you will be greeted by a bulldozer operator who will give instructions on where to dump the load. After the load is dumped, you are free to leave the site. We strive and encourage customers to recycle as much as possible. Feel free to contact us with any questions. Recycled concrete is a great product that is friendly to the environment.
My name is Brittany Knapp, and I'm the daughter of owner Chris Beaver. I'm a fifth-generation family employee at Beaver Materials. Crushing is a convenient way to recycle used concrete and make it into product again. Mobile crushing is any crushing that is done on-site or off-site. Here at Beaver Materials, we have a 4250 kpi impact crusher track and a 2650 kpi jaw crusher track. These mobile crushers are available at your convenience. Our process includes mobile crushers, excavators, and loaders with mobile scales arriving on site. Then we get to crushing. When our crushing process is complete, you are left with one of two products. Number 53 crushed concrete, which is densely graded and used as a road base for streets, drives, and structural building pads. Or number 2 recycled concrete, which is coarse graded and 1 1/4 to 3 inches nominal in size. This is used as a structural base material for streets and drives. Beavers is on your side to do any mobile crushing or to provide you with crushed product from Beaver's location.
Giving back to the community is a core value of not only the company, but the entire Beaver family.
Beaver Materials is a 5-generation company, family owned and operated. I'm the 4th generation, and I'm very excited to be working with the 5th generation.
The first thing I think about Beaver Corporation is being a hard-working family, very dedicated to the city and their customers.
As I grew up, I watched my father always giving back to the community, either by donations or by giving material or actually doing the work. So I always wanted to give that back the same way.
So a lot of things we do, we work with people who there's no way that they can give back. And that, to me, is what success is all about.
Noblesville Youth Baseball, or NYB as most people know it, is home at the Bobby A. Mills Field of Dreams. Right now, we serve about 1,250 kids and their families on any given year here in the Noblesville community. We rely completely on our partnerships and donors and other community organizations to even exist, and the Beaver family has been a huge part of that. Pretty much all of the infrastructure, buildings, the towers, the dugouts, the concession stand, all of those were facilitated, provided by the Beaver family.
I really like Little League Baseball for kids. I think it keeps them busy. When they play baseball together, they are a team. They're not from the south side or the north side. And I think it really helps a lot of kids to be able to become successful in life and stay out of trouble.
It's a great partnership. It's going to make things so much better, I think, in our community in the future.
Growing up in the Noblesville area and all around Hamilton County, the Beaver Materials company and name is something that's meant a lot to the schools. You know, they've been around for as long as I can remember, helping assist the schools, doing so many different projects and helping us with saving money, you know, through their donations and helping the projects we've had. It's allowed us to do more projects because they've given it to us. It's such a great benefit. It allows us really to affect all different types of teams, programs, and everything across the school district.
Giving back to the Noblesville school system is something very simple for me, very easy. My whole family has grown up in the Noblesville school system. The Noblesville football field was no longer going to be sponsored by a local community leader. I really felt a passion to make sure that that stayed in a family business, local business.
The football stadium here in Noblesville means a lot to this entire community. You know, it's something that's been a Friday night tradition for as long as I can remember going to football games around here. And having somebody like Beaver Materials step up and help us continue a sponsorship through that program so we can make it the best possible experience for everybody that comes to, whether it's a lacrosse game or a football game on Friday night, or even the band competitions we have there. Through their help, it allows us to make it the best possible experience for everybody involved.
But I also got to see how much my family got of enjoyment of the Beaver name being on the field. Even though it says Beaver Materials Field, that is a Beaver field, it's Beaver family.
I think a good corporate citizens like the Beaver Corporation is just a great example of family, and families have been dedicated obviously to this community for a long point in time. I am really proud to have Beaver Materials as part of our city. They are a big contributing factor to the growth and success of the city of Noblesville.
Below this video, you will find a survey link. By completing this survey, you are helping us improve for the future. Thank you for your time today. Our team is committed to continue to find efficiencies in our operations to better serve our customers.